At you from beautiful New Orleans, Louisiana, as the Pelicans prepare to take the court. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Tip-off goes to Houston. Always exciting to see two teams with bright futures, Greg. Young stars hungry to prove themselves.
And Kevin, the hungrier, the better, if you ask me. When you've got all that youthful energy and ambition out on the court, very special things can happen.
And so here is Houston. Here's Jokic. And he lays it straight in.
Jokic being assertive now on the inside. He can move anybody around.
Here's Daniels. This one for three. To the inside. The kick out to Brown. Shot from the wing. Count the basket.
Ooh, that is a tough shot.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. And it's Jokic in the corner. Jokic draws the double. Brooks with no one around. Drops in the tray.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Back to Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
Well, a good start here. That's Trey for Trey, and that's Spanish for three.
Hey, Greg, here we are watching Cam Whitmore. What impresses you most about his game?
Kevin, for me, I think it's his toughness. He's not afraid to get physical underneath the basket, and I really love how gritty he is on the D as well.
Pelicans shooting their first free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And that one's good, Whitmore.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start, 4 of 4 so far. Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
They set the pick. Back to Booker. The kick out to Brown. Spins. 6 on the shot clock. Jokic with the steal. Driving in. Another shot. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pelicans trail by 6. Here's Daniels. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Second team foul.
The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Brown feeling it out a bit. Mr. Williamson. Knocked away. The kick out to Brown. And the Pelicans miss again.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. to Whitmore.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Brown outside. And here's Daniels. There's the three. The kick out to Brown. From outside, off the mark. Houston leading by 8. Lets it go from deep. Booker pulls it in. And here's Daniels. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Brown. The Rockets pull it in.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him.
Houston moving it around. Here's Jokic. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
4th team foul.
Here's Jokic. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Jokic has got 10.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And a wide open look for Whitmore. Good on the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
And they've got to get their heads into this game. They're giving the ball away far too easily.
Houston making some changes. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 17-point game. Got a hand on it. Kuminga with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
He's off on the second. Pelicans trailed by 16. .36 seconds left in the first. Here's Kuminga. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Pelicans have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And so he makes both from the line. Houston leading by 14. And the dunk by Boozer.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
New Orleans shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw.
And C.J. McCollum just relied upon for the incredible leadership qualities he possesses. And that kind of respect comes right away when C.J. steps into the locker room.
17 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson surveying the floor. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Those three-pointers off the mark. And a wide open look for McCollum. Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Houston Rockets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Houston.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on. Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Ooh, the one-hand tomahawk, guys. Somebody's going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah, they got the entire bench up right there as they saw that and out of their chairs. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Zion Williamson is, of course, unique athletically. His teammate C.J. McCollum says, I don't know if we'll ever see somebody with that strength, power, speed, and jumping ability. At times, the Pelicans' offensive game plan becomes simple, McCollum said. Get the ball to Z and get the heck out of the way. Kevin, I'm paraphrasing.
I know you are. I picked up on that, David. Thank you. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And you think of height as an advantage in basketball, but Greg, the versatility at such a premium. Can you be too tall in today's NBA?
It's a valid question. The two biggest concerns for 7-footers are mobility and durability. To move the way they need to puts a lot of strain on those lower extremities.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Yeah, they've come into a nice flow this quarter.
Rockets leading by 11. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They host the Kings after this game. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. No good on the three. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Pass to Kuminga. They set the pick. Kicks it out to McCollum. Tries the spin move. Can't convert off the spin.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Off the inbound. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Hey, Brent, in general, as we widen the lens here, what do you think current NBA teams could do better?
Well, it's going to be interesting, Kevin, to see how, with the defensive 3-second rule sort of disappearing, how many more coaches are able to implement combinations of zone defenses. They're going to take away what it is that a team likes to do in the half court of their execution. Along with that, certainly clock management and timeouts, maybe more usage of their actual roster going a little bit deeper during the regular season to explore those kind of tactics. And don't forget about all those experiments. They could happen in the G League as well.
And the shot goes in.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple. The first free throw is good. so he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Rockets leading by 13. Stolen by McCollum. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. 17 points was their biggest margin. And Boozer throws it down hard.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can...
And there's that athleticism we talk about with Zion. What a dunk.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Brooks outside. Fires the three. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans trailed by 15. Kicks it out to McCollum. From past the arc. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Queta. There's a screen. Williamson with it. Now defended by Jokic.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
When he's not dominating this sport, we know that Jokic spends time with his other love.
And you're talking about horse racing, specifically harness racing. Jokic, that is the sport he loves the most. So it's right up there with basketball, amazingly enough.
Here's Williamson after the Rockets pick up 3.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 1:28 left now here in the second. Here's Daniels and a strong finish with 2 hands.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce 2-hander. Pass to Whitmore. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Now here's Brown. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And here are the Rockets now. After Zion Williamson made that last 3-pointer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Jokic doing a better job as the years have gone on, just drawing more contact and getting to the line. And that's a good thing. He's an over 80% shooter there.
2 shots.
And Jokic drops them both.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Here's Daniels. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Back to Jokic. And stolen by Booker. Brown outside. That will count. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Pelicans trail by 21. Now Daniels. Pass to Williamson. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
He makes it look easy. Zion just feasting on that second chance bucket.
That one goes. Count it. He has 7.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
New Orleans moving it around. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Up and in on the layup. Daniels has got 7 points.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. Brandon Ingram's work ethic has made him an all-star. He was in the Pelicans facility so much they banned him on off days. He said, "I hate it, but I use those off days to visualize the game." So what is he like? He says being called out. Players at this level think they're above that. Kevin?
Not him. Hey, David, thanks. Brandon Ingram, Tiny Dog is what they called him when he first got into the NBA, Brent. And he has become a very loud bark. What a player.
Yeah, Kevin, a lot of talk about him having to jump around in the shower to get wet, but he has put on the weight and become ferocious on the offensive end. This guy does not back down, and he's worked hard to fill out that frame.
A fearless athlete. Jaylen Brown competes every single night on both sides of the ball. Something you want as a teammate.
And the turnover again by Houston. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. For the 3. And the Pelicans miss again.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
Now, here's Jokic. They have a 22-point lead. It's the most they've led by. And Jokic slams it in.
And Jokic just making this look way too easy.
Back to Daniels. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Pass to Brown. 6 to shoot. Now Daniels. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the 3-point attempt.
For New Orleans, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. Second free throw, no good. He manages to convert the third one. Rockets leading by 23. Pass to Jokic. Booker pulls it in.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
From deep, The Rockets pull it in. Driving the lane. And Whitmore throws it down.
Assist goes to.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Daniel from outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And you see the unselfishness right there. Brown wanting to keep his teammates involved.
Pass to Comanche. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Assisted.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Daniels, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for the Rockets. Boozer. Thompson.
The drive by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, we'll have to settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
And the craftiness of Brown, just so creative at picking apart the defense with his ball handle.
And the foul on Dyson Daniels. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Out to the right wing. Here's Boozer. Pass to Jokic. Takes the three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's McCollum. Stolen by Boozer. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Thompson slams it home.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Nice move. He stepped back and cast it up. McCollum's got 10 points. The drive by Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Rockets?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, something else that has stood out is their up-tempo offense, and these guys have been on the track all game long. They're creating high percentage looks, getting out there on the fast break.
And so here is Houston. The Pelicans make their last shot.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
A three from McCollum. And Jokic with the rebound.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now, here's Jokic. 23 points in the game. Here's Boozer. Kept alive. And Boozer throws it down.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to McCollum. Over Thompson. McCollum, no good. Thompson up top. 14 points for him. Pass to Boozer. Off target at the rim. Jokic firing on all cylinders for Houston. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so it's Houston with it to the middle. And Boozer throws it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Brown outside. Boozer inside. And the dunk by Boozer.
You have to prevent him from getting to the paint unless you want to see a highlight.
On the wing, Daniels. Three-pointer. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. And Thompson throws it down.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something in halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
Kicks it out to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Brown outside. It doesn't go for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Pass to Whitmore. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. Pelicans with the rebound. Left side, Brown. No one near Williamson as he lets it go. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
The rare Zion 3, when it goes in, you just take it. It's like found money in the couch.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against New Orleans. And he makes the first. Well, many people say officiating favors the offense. Brent, do you agree with that?
Absolutely. That's what this game is about. It's about scoring. And so there aren't many rule changes that are going to stop guys from being as potent as they've been offensively, especially over the last couple years.
Here's Jokic. The Pelicans make their last shot. Back to Williamson. Driving to the basket. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you're worried about Zion getting up and dunking on you, but you got to stay down on the pump fake. He's skilled at using it. Zion will find his way to the line.
2 shots.
And both free throws good for Williamson. 4th quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Thompson. Pass to Jokic. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
Personal foul.
And probably coming out of the game anyway. I think we're officially into garbage time. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Daniels from outside. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Right wing. Here's Kuminga. And then jammed down as he goes right over him. Then Thompson.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
That free throw, no good.
For Houston,
We love the fact that the NBA is constantly evolving. Greg, what have you thought of the recent schedule adjustments?
I think the league's done a great job cutting down on the back-to-backs. And also, I like these two-game, like baseball-style series we've seen. Limiting travel helps big time.
Here is Daniels. Misses from short range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And the call will go against Jonathan Kuminga. That's his third foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Jokic inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Jokic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Back to Kuminga. Makes it off the glass. Kuminga's got 4 points this quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
What's Jokic, like 6'10" out there? Not many defenders are going to be able to match up with that kind of size.
Houston, Nikola Jokic. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Jokic. Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guards?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And Thompson gets it to go.
Well, he's been doing it all.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Boozer gets the bucket. 1:53 left in the fourth. Here he goes. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Hello. I mean, that's what I call a move.
Woo. That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, Jokic attacking the rim and brings it down hard.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
At the elbow, it's Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
That's a smart pass. Get it to Brown and just let Jalen cook.
Jokic. Sweet move. Count that one.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
When you step in